So fall is upon us, man, or almost. Fall is almost here.
Almost.
It fall's like 2 days away, 3 days away.
Something like that, yeah.
And
it's close.
And the temps have been still kind of warm, not that, but man, the humidity in North Florida and the Tallahassee area, sweet temperature.
59 degrees on Saturday morning.
It was 59 degrees on Saturday.
59 degrees on Saturday morning.
Oh man, you know what? I probably wasn't up. I was still asleep. Yeah, I did not get to enjoy that 59-degree temperature. But hey, what did you do this weekend?
I did nothing but watch football.
You did nothing but watch football?
Watch football.
Did you have a good time?
I had an excellent time.
I can't believe, man, what kind of life you live? That's a sweet life.
That's a temporary life.
That's a temporary life. Yeah, and you still got a young girl that's going to get you happening with all sorts of sports.
Her basketball season hasn't started yet.
Yeah. Well, sports is fun, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I know what that means about sports.
What does that mean?
That means that the new edition of Tally Benchwarmers is back in town.
Yes,
it's the David and Eric show.
For now.
For now?
Yes.
We're missing Jennifer. We'll get Jennifer back behind the mic here at some point in the not too distant future, we hope.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and man, there was football right here in the city of Tallahassee this weekend.
There definitely was.
FAMU.
Home game.
FAMU, one of my two favorite teams in Tallahassee.
Yes.
Yeah. And this was their first home game.
Yes, it is.
They had started the season little weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could say that. The FAU loss, a week ago, down there, right?
Yeah. It was hard.
It was hard. Yeah. And then they lost to that was the Orange Blossom Classic. Is that what they call that?
Yeah, to Howard. Yes.
To Howard. That was the Howard loss. Yeah. To open the season, and then but they got back in gear at least in the second half.
Yes, they did.
Of Saturday's game. They got back in gear and won convincingly against Albany State, 33-25. I mean, they 462 total yards is what I'm seeing on the screen right now that I'm reading.
That was good. It was a good game. They were balanced. They needed to tighten some things up on defense. Start that second half defense in the first half, and I think they will have a complete game.
There you go. So was it a personnel change too, or just the mentality they were getting on it?
It was a mentality thing.
Yeah.
They started actually tackling better.
That helps.
Yes.
In the game of football, tackling is relatively important.
On defense.
Sometimes if you throw, if your quarterback, like somebody in another part of Florida over the weekend, kept throwing to the other team.
Well, he would have had more completions if their linebackers wouldn't have dropped the ball so many times.
Yeah, wow, how about that? But yes, we'll talk about that in a little bit. But now good for FAMU. They're in the win column now, 1-2.
Yes.
What do they got ahead? What are they looking ahead?
It's more the SWAC schedule.
Yep.
And that's the meat and potatoes of it all. And it's kind of still tight because nobody ran away so far in the SWAC. So FAMU's still in the hunt.
So that helps.
Yes.
And if other teams had, if they're sitting at 3-0 and maybe a 1 or 2 wins in the conference already, that's an uphill battle. But
definitely.
Yeah. So the coach is probably feeling better about himself and the team sitting here today rather than maybe even by middle of last week.
Yeah, he said that the game was a better game.
Yeah.
They played offensively sound.
Yeah.
And he liked what he saw in the offense. He said tighten up some things on the defense, and we'll be back to that FAMU national championship team.
Oh man, we talked about this a couple of years ago when both teams were doing so well. That was the Jordan Travis year and the ACC championship year. That, wouldn't that be – has it ever happened, I wonder, if in one city that you had 2 universities winning a natty?
In football?
In football.
I don't know.
I mean,
that's something we'd have to look into. Might have that answer for you next podcast.
We are gonna do some research.
Absolutely.
Between now and next week, and so, but let's so hats off to, or helmets off, I guess, to FAMU this weekend.
Yes.
And we'll hope for the best. And we were talking about the weekend of college football that Eric, you were just laying there. Did you have like liquids intravenously into your veins, so you didn't even have to get up off the lounger to do anything?
No, I actually wanted to go to the kitchen so I can get that exercise.
Okay. You got to get your steps in.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Kitchen and bathroom. So those are the steps for the day.
Absolutely.
But pretty exciting day in college football. There were a lot
of good games.
There were some good games. There were some upsets along the way.
Yes.
There were some almost upsets along the way.
Yes.
Where do we start? I mean, where you want to start? You want to start the Clemson game?
No, I want to start with a game that a lot of people talk about, but it was a streak breaker. Vanderbilt beat South Carolina.
Oh man, that was
not just beat them. They embarrassed them.
They embarrassed them in Columbia.
Yes.
At home.
Yes.
The Gamecocks just got spanked. I mean, what happens with the Gamecock gets spanked? What do you call it? I mean, I don't know, but Vanderbilt, they have surprised some people recently, really across the whole SEC, right?
Surprise last year.
Yeah, they beat Alabama, right?
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay. So Vandy, the comedian Nate Bargatze, if you've ever heard of him, he talks about that he never went to college, but he was a Vanderbilt fan, and one of his bits was that he went to a game, Vandy against, I forget who it was, but his ticket was at the will call window, and he was there with his friends, and they were doing the whole tailgate thing, and when he got his ticket at the will call window, the person tore the ticket for whatever reason, meaning that he couldn't just stay out. They made him go into the stadium like 3 hours before the game.
So he couldn't leave.
And he couldn't leave, and so he went up to the top of the stadium, looked out, and watched his friends in the parking lot having fun. But Vandy, good for them.
Absolutely.
SEC had some other big games though.
Yes, they did. That Georgia game.
The Georgia game was wow.
That was an instant classic.
Yes, it was.
Tennessee jumped out early. Georgia fought back. Tennessee kept going ahead, and Georgia kept fighting back. And I feel sorry. Well, I don't feel sorry. I feel some empathy for the kicker for Tennessee.
Yeah.
He had a chance to win the game in regulation.
Didn't make it.
They opened up the overtime.
Yeah.
And he kicked a field goal from the exact same spot in overtime. Went through. They were up by 3.
Yeah. But that 3 wasn't enough in overtime.
Oh, no. Georgia ran 3 plays.
Yeah.
No, 2 plays.
Yeah. And Kirby Smart at the end of the game, I saw a quote from him saying, I feel like I ought to apologize because the other team beat us today, but we just won on the scoreboard.
Right. And it's true.
Yeah.
They got outplayed all over the field.
Yeah.
It wasn't – Georgia couldn't establish the run like they wanted to.
Yeah.
Because Tennessee actually did what they were supposed to do, take away your number one weapon. So, but the battle of the SEC quarterbacks in that game was really good.
Yeah.
It was really good.
And there was another game that had ACC implications. Well, a couple of it, but let's talk about let's stay in the SEC because our the Swamp Lizards is what you call them.
The Swamp Lizards. Yes.
Our Florida Gators went to Baton Rouge.
Death Valley. Death Valley,
and man, I tell you, the heir apparent to Tim Tebow. Which is what everybody's been so high on DJ Lagway.
He looked like DJ from last year.
Yeah, that's right. He looked like our DJ. Yeah, flew through probably almost as many pass completions to the other team as he did to the Gator receivers.
Yes,
one was a pick 6, right?
Yes, it was.
But they only lost 20-10, right?
Yeah, their defense has actually been
their
playing
defense
well.
held them. Their defense, had it not been for the quarterback play, I mean, maybe it's too simplified, but if you throw a pick six, that's a 7-point or 14-point swing possibly.
I'll put it this way: their offensive line needs a lot of work.
Yeah,
he was under duress a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Not absolving his fact that he threw those picks, but some of those were he didn't have the time to actually go look for other reads.
Right.
So he had to get the ball out of his hands, and
he just threw it in the wrong place.
Yeah. But there were some that you're like, that was just a bad throw.
Yeah, yeah. So 20, and I saw some of the interviews or the press conference with Chip Kelly after the game,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the reporters was kind of questioning him about what does the team need to do or whatever, or what about the offense. And man, he went off on that reporter, basically called him stupid, and it was a stupid question. I think Chip may be a little bit, I don't know, thin-skinned when it comes to questioning of the quality of the team, because LSU has obviously, I think, when you look at the way people have looked at them over the last several years, they have disappointed, underperformed.
Yes, they have. Every year they start out as national champion contenders.
Yeah,
and it's more so like we are in FSU.
Mm-hmm.
We think if you don't win,
the expectation is there.
The standard is the standard.
Yeah, and that standard can be just really dangerous.
Absolutely.
For the I guess for the comfort level of a head coach.
Yeah.
So we know Miami brought South Florida down to. Wait a second, I wasn't ready for that yet.
Oh.
What is that? The war chant? I'm scared of this. I think we got a ghost in the studio here, Eric.
We might have
the war
one.
chant just jumped in when I was talking about Miami. What do we do about that?
That's a good sign.
It is a good sign.
That's
because
a very good sign.
We got the Canes coming up not too long, but the Canes put South Florida. They kind of took back to a reality check, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they herded the cattle.
Yeah, those bulls. Yeah, but so big win down there. Maybe one of the biggest games of the weekend though was A&M and Notre Dame up in South Bend.
That was a very good game.
Yeah,
A&M. I'm not going to say they look like real true contenders, but they played well.
They did play well.
They played well,
but
hostile environment.
And in that environment, the Notre Dame is
over.
Oh man! Oh yeah, and I think they dropped to 24th or 25th in the AP poll now.
They're barely clinging on.
Yeah, I mean to be 0-2 and still be in the top 25. I mean that's an indication that everybody still thinks they got a good team. but man. But they were as is typical with Notre Dame. They don't shy away from competition.
Right.
They're always playing good teams.
Yeah.
Usually.
The one thing I can say about Notre Dame, their schedule, since they are independent, it's not driven by conference games. Even though they have a loose affiliation with the ACC, that they play 5 games, but that gives them another 7 games that they can go and just pick anybody they want.
Yeah.
And they don't pick the cupcakes, and I like that.
Yeah. But I think there are probably a lot of Notre Dame fans that are claiming at least that on the touchdown pass at the end of the game that there was a holding call that it was a tackling call it was not called.
Yeah.
So rightfully so. You gotta figure that maybe they could argue that, but hey, scores on the scoreboard, and then now you move on.
Absolutely.
Did we talk about Clemson yet?
No, we haven't talked about those kittens
Clemson
yet.
Okay.
We haven't talked about those little kittens.
But the flip side of that is Georgia Tech is looking pretty damn good this season so far.
They stung the kittens.
They did, and wow, what a dynamic end to that game.
Yes.
Rushing on the field with was it like 17 seconds left or something like that, and they got the kickoff.
Yep.
And it was a field goal. But got the field goal off, And it was a pretty long kick, too.
55.
55 yards.
Longest game-winning field goal for Georgia Tech history.
Somebody has done their homework.
Just a little.
Wow, good for you. So Clemson, who was, they were, I think they were like 12th or something like that. I forget.
I think they were 12th. They're gone now.
They're gone, or they're out of the top 25?
Yes.
Yeah. Because, that's...
Georgia Tech's in, Clemson's gone.
So we got in the top 25, representing the ACC. Miami is what, I think 4.
Miami is 4 in the AP. We're 7 in the AP, and I think Georgia Tech is 21.
Here, I've got it pulled up. I'm going to tell you right now. I am going to tell you that Georgia Tech is 18.
Oh, 18.
And Vandy is 20.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good for Vandy.
Absolutely.
So the one thing that was missing this week was one thing, and that one thing was that sound. That sound was not around.
Sound.
Oh,
but you know
what? I'm going to do this and start going to sleep to this music. It's so.
Sweet. You say that, but I used to play the war chant when my wife was pregnant. Put the headphones on her stomach.
Yeah.
So that's why my daughter, she came out. She was seminal all the way through.
But did you see or did you hear about on game day?
I watched that.
Yeah, and when they were in Tennessee.
And the Alabama coach, they were doing the war chant for Coach DeBar.
That's what it was.
Yeah, they were doing the war chant when the Coach DeBar when they came. He was trying to talk, great, and the Tennessee fans were doing the war chant. Didn't sound as good as us, but it was.
Yeah, he was there though.
Yeah,
that was sweet. So we had a bye, and I'm sorry, my head. We got all sorts of sounds happening. I'm telling you, I think the studio has got a little ghost floating around in here. I'm looking around. Anyway, we had a bye.
Yes.
But we haven't talked. The two of us have not talked about 77-3. 77-3, wasn't it?
Yes.
It's been so long. It feels so long ago. But wow, that was a hell of a game. 4
different quarterbacks. 3 of them threw touchdowns.
Yeah. And Tommy Castellanos. For those of you who are not fans and may not know him by his name, that Eric and I call him on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
Tommy was able to sit down, I think, with like 8 minutes to go in the first half or something like that, because it was they came out with the kind of energy and just played that way for the whole game, really. But they came out with the kind of energy that you needed to do when you're playing a team like that.
Right. On 13 drives we had. We scored on 12 of them.
Yeah, we scored on 10 straight.
Yes.
And that's a record.
Yes.
We were about to score on 11 straight except for the fumble.
Yes.
And they were down within striking distance at that point.
But we held them out of the end zone.
And then came right back and then scored on the.
It was good to see Perry get in.
Yes.
It was good to see Brock get in, and he both of them threw touchdowns.
Yep.
And then our fourth quarterback came in, and he led another drive.
Mm-hmm.
The running back was a beast.
Yes.
The running back is just a beast.
Yeah. and Sawchuk, it was so cool on that one. I think it was second quarter. It was just a short pass and just right there at the.
It was a wheel route.
Route. Thank you.
It was a wheel route and wide open. The block was just excellent.
Yeah. The block. Oh God, what's the kid's name who held that block all the way down the field?
Oh,
he's the tight end freshman tight end, I think, who then who got a touchdown pass later.
Absolutely. Everybody got in.
Yeah, everybody got in, and I think the coach said he played 70 some odd players.
Yeah,
something like that.
Deuce was deuce.
Deuce was deuce. Though that what was his first or second? I think it was his first touchdown catch.
Yeah,
the one-handed shot. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So 2-0. Moved up without even playing from 10th to 7th in the AP.
Right, 9th in the coaches poll.
And we've got Kent State this weekend.
If both teams do what they're supposed to do, we might have game day.
For Miami?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Rivalry, top 10.
Yes.
Might be a night game.
That would be. I think even if it's not on game day, I bet it's a night game.
I believe so.
Yeah. Forget, who does Miami play this week?
The Swamp Lizards.
Oh, that's right.
Down in Doak South.
That's right, yeah. Miami back-to-back weeks on trying to claim the state of Florida title.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to assume that both teams are going to do what they need to do, and
I don't know.
We'll walk in.
I'm not too confident on the Swamp Lizards right now.
So you think that the Swamp Lizards could maybe pull an upset?
No.
Okay. So the Hurricanes will come in undefeated. We'll be undefeated. Kent State. Yeah. I'm with you, man.
Top 10 matchup?
Top 10 matchup. First top 10 matchup in Tallahassee in how long, man? It's been a long time. It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
So, yeah, that'll be great. Wouldn't that be great?
It'd be electric.
But let's not. We'll talk about that more in the coming week or weeks, and then we're going to assume on the Benchwarmer podcast after Miami that we'll be sitting. Actually, we've got Virginia before Miami, right? So yeah,
yes.
We'll be sitting at 4-0.
Right.
And yeah, okay. So
then hopefully after that Miami, we'll have the proverbial cigar.
Hey, okay. Yeah.
The proverbial.
The
cigar.
last time I had a cigar, I think it was one of those chewing gum things that from my kids. Yeah,
that works.
Yeah, that'll work too. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll be talking more great sports next week on the podcast. But for right now, I think anything else we need to talk about?
Girls soccer.
Girls soccer is looking
absolutely. Yeah, they are 6-0-1, ranked number 7.
That's a team, again, based on past performance, that the expectations are just always going to be high.
Yes.
To be playing in the championship, maybe not always win the championship, but always be there.
And our volleyball team is doing well also.
Yeah?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm big on the women's sports, man.
You are.
Yeah.
You are very much so. And the field for the
women's lacrosse.
The lacrosse is right here next to the WFSU studios, just across a fence. They're working on that field.
Yes.
Going to have it ready for, I guess, next spring is when they kick off.
Yes.
Can't wait. We'll jump the fence.
Out binoculars and look.
But whatever it takes.
Absolutely.
Whatever it takes.
Absolutely.
Whatever it takes. But for right now, I guess it's time for us to say goodbye.
Yes.
And we will see you sometime.
Next podcast
on Tally Benchwarmers. Take care, bud.